Alright, so my first time doing this, so I'm a little bit nervous, so y'all bear with me. If anybody cares to talk about anything or figure out anything, but my name's Casey Blackwelder, on CT Blackwelder Land Management out of Gold Hill, North Carolina. And today I'm doing a little forestry mulching with an excavator. I got a Bobcat E88 with a gyro trac, battle axe little head. I'll get the actual model number here in a second. I don't remember off the top of my head. But anyways, I struggled with finding the exact videos and information about my own setup whenever I was putting it all together. Fortunately, I was able to piece it all. And sorry, I'm walking around and dragging limbs out of the road. But anyways, I'll jump right to it. Nobody likes to hear somebody talk the whole. This was a piece of property dividing, or a piece of overgrown area dividing two properties, and it was a sight distance issue with the highway about people pulling out. So both property owners decided they wanted it all mulched out, leaving the bigger trees. I'm gonna go back and sweep everything up and blow everything out of the driveways here in a minute, but the few little areas that I had to pay attention to, a couple steel stobs, an old clothesline, but we'll jump right to the machine. It's a 25 E88 Bobcat. I've got it outfitted a little bit different than most. I got dual auxiliaries and depth check, and I'm kind of peculiar when it comes to my hydraulic line setups, but it's a Tama axe by Gyro trac. It's a good little head. I haven't had very many issues out of it at all. Pretty easy to maintain, pretty easy to sharpen. I believe it's got 9 big knife setups, similar to the Dennis Moth, but a little different. It's significantly cheaper, but it's got the depth cut rings. It's only issues I've really had is I've broken a couple, obviously, teeth hitting some objects, but losing bolts and keepers have been some issues, but I think that's just due to me not having them tight after hitting some stuff. It's really balanced really well. I could probably run a good bit bigger head on this machine, but so far the 88 can really make it sing, and I don't have any issue grinding much. It's I mean, like with anything else, your elms, your harder woods, your stringy woods are a little difficult, but all this area here I have not reground or got down in the ground yet. It's just what I've been trying to knock down. But I will hop in and get to getting.
A celebration 250 years in the making. Freedom 250 Tour. The road to Nashville.
This little head does a really good job as far as taking bigger material. This E88, I think, is flowing tremendously. Having air on the truck, air compressor, leaf blowers, chainsaws, have it all. I mean, within reason. You're not ever going to have everything you absolutely need, but extra teeth, extra bolts. I mean, there's a lot that comes with it, but the biggest thing that keeps you moving forward, making your money, is you can't wait on somebody else to come make a repair for you. You got to be able to figure out a problem, figure out a solution, figure out what you have to get you back rolling again, or where you can source the parts. I've been very, very fortunate with Bobcat. Had a Canapolis RS Brass, was my local dealer. The two sales guys there have been phenomenal. John Valentine is the Cabarrus County rep, and then Ethan Brandcroft is the Rowan County rep. Both of them guys I consider dear friends of mine. Into the parts counter, Daryl Howe runs the parts. I mean, all of them boys give me their cell phone, and if I got a problem, they'll either bring it to me or they'll have it set out for me. It really doesn't matter the manufacturer that you have. A lot of people are brand loyal. I'll tell you, I'm pretty brand loyal myself. Bobcat's been great. They did stuff for me with a lot of places